I'll be moving in about a month, so might as well do this manga collection before I pack up all these volumes and sell off a couple and set out for the new apartment. Similar to last year, I still only have my top 3 series in the Japanese, which is Vinland Saga, Act Dodge, and Chainsaw Man. So Vinland Saga, I still only have 1 through 24. Obviously, volume 25 and 26 has come out since the last time I made a collection, but I haven't picked them up yet. Hopefully, I'll go to Japan and pick up the entire lot again, because there is some yellowing here and there, and it is whatever. And I don't like the English releases because it's a 2-in-1, so we lose half of the beautiful covers by Yukimura. So, you know, like, I'd rather have the full experience. I also have volume 1 of Planetas from the Tokyo Pop era. I believe that was collected into 4 volumes. So hopefully I'll find a couple other deals to pick up that full series in the smaller volume size instead of the omnibus. Next up is Act Dodge. I have volumes 1 and 2 in the English because that's all that was ever released, and I have the rest of the series 3 to 12 as well as 1 and 2 in the Japanese. Picked this up in a lot as well when I picked up Vinland Saga. Yeah, I mean, it's a series. And then Chainsaw Man. Of course, this is not something that you'll find in the English market. There are a couple of box sets that have been announced for Chainsaw Man now, but I don't think anything tops this nice, beautiful artwork type thing of all the characters. And I mean, you just look at the inside of this. So this is how I prefer collecting Chainsaw Man. So I'll do the same thing when part 2 ends in a couple of years, probably. Next up, what this channel is mainly based on, Hoseki no Kuni, or Land of the Lustrous. We have the beautiful art book, Pheromones of Love, as well as volumes 1 through 11, which have been released so far in English. I do have a couple of the volumes in Japanese, but that's very specific because the English volumes don't have the holograph coliform like pattern on them, as well as the Japanese ones come with some limited edition art books that are attached to volumes 1 and 12. And then they ran a promotion for the volume 12's release to get some cards designed by Haruko Ishikawa. So I picked up volume 12 again, Medium, and Chaos Game. I don't think any of these are actually translated in English, but I picked them up to get the cards. And I do have this beautiful steelbook of the Land of the Lustrous anime that I picked up. I think this is the anthology series that's also in Japanese. But yeah, I'll plan to pick up all the other limited edition kind of merch that's attached to Hoseki no Kuni, hopefully throughout the year, maybe next year. Then I have the Nisio Isin kind of split shelf right there. Sadly, this isn't manga. These are all light novels. This is the first 3 that have been printed for Zaragoto series. This is Nisio Isin's debut, so volumes 1 through 3. And then there's Katanagatari. This is how they're released in the English. I think there's 12 volumes that are split into 4 English volumes. I haven't read the series. I have watched the anime, so there's that. And then we have Monogatari Season 1 box set, which I've read. Season 2 box set, which I've also read, but kind of spilled some stuff in these volumes, so the art, like the little card insert, doesn't fit into the Season 2 box set, so I do need to swap out some of the volumes, as well as Season 3 box set, which I've also read as well. Hopefully they release another box set for Season 4 and 5 eventually. I don't think even Season 5 has been fully translated, so it is what it is. Alright, next. Next, we have 2 of 3 series that I've actually read to completion in the physical format, and the series itself is done. One being Goodnight Punpun, which, I mean, just look at how beautiful these volumes are. They're drop dead gorgeous. As well as Ajin Demi-Human. Over here, it only shows 2 through 17, but I do have the limited edition box sets for the anime for seasons 1 and 2. Season 1 box set comes with alternate cover for volume 1, so that's where it's stored. But yeah, this is awesome. I love Inio Asano. I read Demon's Destruction, and I think the last volume is coming out soon, so I do want to pick that up. I do also have the holograph one, and hopefully we'll pick up more of Nisio Isin's, the ones that I like. And then Ajin is just an amazing series. I picked this up maybe in 2020. I picked up the first 10, read it, loved it, and then waited for volume 17 to come out to pick up the rest of the set. But I did reread the series right before it finished serialization, and it is a ride. I love it so much. High School of the Dead. Now, this is a colored version of the series, and it's compiled into 2 of them, so I do have 1 of it. I also have volume 7 of the series. This is the series that got me into anime and then therefore got me into manga, so holds a special place in my heart. I do want to pick up the steelbook for the anime as well, one day though. Erased is a series that I read a long time ago, before the anime even came out. And I saw that they had this edition, which is really nice, packed into 5 volumes, so I picked it up. I haven't reread it in this format yet, so whenever I get down to read it, I'm excited to have this version of it in my collection. Aria, the Masterpiece. I love that Right Stuff did a kind of like a special edition rerun or re-release of this series. So I backed it up, and then it arrived, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, let me actually read it. And then I just haven't, I haven't read it yet. It's beautiful. I love the gold foil on him. I mean, I like shiny things, so like if it's got foil, I'll pick it up. I feel like I should watch the anime before I read it. I don't know yet, but kind of bothers me that volume 7 is a little shorter than the others, but you know, it is what it is. So hopefully I'll like it when I actually do read it, but it'll sit in my collection until that day comes. Steins Gate. This is Udon re-released this series. Original Steins Gate in 3 volumes compiled into 1, and then Steins Gate 0. I don't necessarily like the art for either of these, but I love Steins Gate as an anime, so I picked them up. They also got the Barnes & Noble's exclusive sticker, so I collected it for that. Tokyo Ghoul Monster Edition. For those who saw my collection last year, yeah, I still don't have volume 1 because it's super out of print, and it's selling for way too much that I feel it should be. But I do want the series in the big oversized because Ishida's art is amazing. One day I will pick up volume 1 again and start my reread. I do have some of the art books for Tokyo Ghoul as well as the box set for Tokyo Ghoul Re, because I don't think they're ever going to print another monster edition for Tokyo Ghoul for the sequel. Alright, down here we have a couple of the series that I am collecting ongoing, although I am probably behind on all of them. Breaker is one of the first mangas that I've ever read back in the day, and I was super excited that it actually got an English release. So, like, this is awesome. I have volumes 1 through 3. I think there's up to 5 now, and I think they're going to print the sequel as well, Breaker's New Wave. I'll pick them up at some point. And then I have my little Dempa shelf that I recently started collecting. I got Invitation from a Crab a long time ago, but I finally decided to read it, and I got a chance to interview the CEO of Dempa at Chavez, so you can check that out in the top right. But they recently put out March Comes in Like a Lion, and we'll be following that series because I love the anime, but I haven't read the manga, so this is the way that I'll be reading it. As well as Heavenly Delusion, which is currently airing, and I am like hooked on it. Ed Chavez actually put me on it, so hopefully as the anime keeps going, I'll be reading that subsequent stuff and catch up to volume 5. I don't know when what volume the anime will end in though. Blue Period, amazing. You should read it, don't watch it. Blue Period is downright amazing. Some of the stuff I use it as kind of like a filler, but like some of the marketing stuff that Yamaguchi does for this series is so good. I mean, Blue Period is amazing. If you don't know about it, I mean, I'm not an artist, but any kind of creative endeavor, you can relate to Yatara's journey in general. So I do have 2 through 8. I do want to pick up the rest. I think we're at 11 already, which is crazy. But again, I mean, look at these. Look at the tops of these. Like, come on, Kodansha. Let's be a little consistent, shall we? Then I have volumes 2 through 4 and 6 and 7 of Witch Hat Atelier. I swear I have volume 5. I couldn't find it. But this series is amazingly read. I mean, like, it's just beautiful. Paneling, top tier. I love it. I do want to collect all of it. I don't know why I stopped at 7 or where 5 is, but yeah. And then there's Made in Abyss. I do have a duplicate with volume 10, but I want to make a video on it, so that's why there's a duplicate. But yeah, I mean, if you've heard of Penkin, I have some of his vinyls. I have the steelbook for Made in Abyss. I mean, it's awesome. Season 2 kind of iffy for me, but you know, I mean, just read the manga if you enjoy it, so it's fine. Witch and the Beast. These look way better if you have the entire collection because it alternates from black and white. The covers are amazing. You can check out the short that I made for it, but I mean, I love Witch and the Beast. I look forward to every new volume because that's the only way I can get new material, so I'm down for it. And then there's the Promised Neverland, the first 5 volumes, which covers the first arc. And I also have the Goldie Pond arc as well collected. Yeah, I mean, I like this part of the manga, so this is the only part that I will collect. It's one of those, like, yeah, like, it is what it is. I don't think I'll ever collect the entire series. Some of the volume covers are fire, though. And then we got the big deluxes. So I have 1 through 4 of Blade of the Immortal. I also have a bunch of these singles because those volumes are... I mean, like, the volume covers for Blade of the Immortal deluxes kind of suck because they're so small. And you miss 2 out of 3 because they only have to pick one of them. Fights are fire. One of the best fights that I've ever read is in Blade of the Immortal. And then I have Berserk 1 through 10. I know it's up to 12. Maybe getting close to 13, but yeah, I have some of the stuff for when volume 11 or 41 came out. I do have volume 37, which is my favorite volume, as well as Gigantomachia. All right, so the rest is a little bit of miscellaneous stuff. So I recently actually picked up House of the Five Leaves 2, 6, 7, 8 from Segna and Charles. I haven't watched the anime or read anything, but I did like, you know, like the aesthetic of Aka 13, so it's by the same author. So we'll go with that. Grand Blue Dreaming, Volume 1 and 10. Haruhi, I think this is Volume 10 or 11, but it was in the hardcover, so I picked that one up. And then I have Volume 1 of The Disappearance of Yuki, Nagato. These are out of order, but Attack on Titan Volume 1 and Volume 34. JJK Volume 0 and 11. I also do want to pick up 19 because I like the character that's on the cover of that, but in time. Volume 1 of Komi and 13. I really like Volume 13. D. Gray Man 1 and 3. One Piece. I picked up Volume 100 as a commemorative thing, but I do want to get the entire series at some point. But when I do see like some of the gold foils of the OG volumes, I will pick it up. And of course, you know I like how things shine, so I do have this one, as well as Full Metal, because they all have the gold foil. Noragami volumes 1 through 3. I love the matte finish on it, so I picked up seasons 1 material because that's how much I've watched. And back in the day with Tokyopop, they used to do like a bunch of like random series, like a compilation of like an anthology of ongoing series compiled into this. When I see them, I'll pick them up. The Girl from the Other Side, just one of my favorite volume covers ever. Just absolutely love it. And the Mob Psycho recently finished, so I'm slowly collecting these as I can. And then Tower of God, this is the Korean box set, as well as the hardcover for Volume 1 in the English. Never Forget Your Roots. I do have the vinyl for the anime by Penkin. And then the rest are more miscellaneous. As you can tell with this like section, in general, ideally I want a separate shelf which just has the first volume of every manga I've ever read. So this is like when I see them on like deals or whatnot, yeah, I'll pick them up because I don't want to pay full price for these volumes, because this is for like guests that come over to read, like to see the collection of manga that I've read throughout my life. So we got Ikigami Volume 1, Satoshi Kon's Opus, Tokyo Revengers 1 and 2. I saw the print difference for 3 and 4 and just stopped at 1 and 2 for the omnibus. Magus of the Library, Volume 6 actually recently came out. This has beautiful art. Rent a Girlfriend, Welcome to the Ballroom 10, Hell's Paradise, One Dance, Rainbow and Black. This is a Barnes & Noble's exclusive, but I've never played Persona. One Day, My Dress Up Darling. I ended up picking up a lot of Naruto volumes, so this is the only one that I kept. Because, I mean, just look at this volume. It's so wholesome. One of the best covers in My Hero, Black Butler Volume 1. Platinum Men, I think the entire series has this gold foil, but I just ended up picking volume 1 so far. I am watching Bleach for the entire year, like 1 episode a year, so I picked up the 20th anniversary of volume 1, Call of the Night volume 1, Dr. Stone, one of the like spin-off volumes, I think. Yeah. Blue Exorcist volume 1. Recently found this Maisen Koku, not the nice quality one, like the reprint of the omnibuses, but like the one of the, I guess, OG ones. So I saw it, wanted to pick it up. World Trigger volume 1. Spy Family 6. I love this chair. I don't like the character, but I love the chair so much, so it's the only one that I kept. Madoka Magica, some spin-off type of it. Obviously the anime is better, but ReZero Arc 4 Volume 1, Bungo Stray Dogs Volume 1, Dead Man Wonderland Volume 1, Fruits Basket was gifted to me by a good friend of mine, Volume 1, are Dreams at Dusk, Spirit Circle, Die Dark. I mean, just look at the whiteness on that. That's the only reason I picked it up. Dragon Maid 86 Volume 1. This is a Tatami Galaxy, I think like an uncorrected proof or something, so obviously I had to pick that up. I don't think this is actually manga, but it's just some nice fashion that I picked up. Darker Than Black, Omnibus, Bridesmaid, Volume 1, Lore Olympus, and then this is just like a jump. But I had Gintama, and I finished Gintama pretty recently, last year, so I had to pick it up. And then the art book for Osama ranking. Alright, this is the last few. So Baratram's Devil, published by a good friend of mine. So it's a self-print. Definitely will make a video eventually, Alex. It's staying a little bit. But yeah, good series. Soul Eater Volume 1. This is Wonder Egg Priority, the anime limited edition like season or something. This is A Silent Voice limited edition. I also do have the steelbook for that. And then we got this thick boy, Spice and Wolf. I've watched season 1 of the anime, so I do need to read this eventually. But yeah, so it's pretty downsized. Let me know if there's anything else that I should pick up, especially volume 1s of, so I can slowly build out that collection. But yeah, that's my manga collection. I'll see you guys in 2024, or maybe I'll have an actual setup. But we upgraded from a little closet drawer to an actual bookshelf, so we'll see what's next for us. I'll see you next time. Peace.